Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Dating Diaries with Raquel and Brittany. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hey.
And we still have our special guest from last week, Mr. Z.
Yeah,
Welcome back. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
Hola, Mr. Z.
And special guest, Savannah's in the his.
Oh. Savannah. She's
Hey,
so
y'all.
sassy.
All right, so we left off talking about different things with Mr. Z. We brought up things about porn sites and meeting people at the bars, and we still have other questions that we have for you. Miss Brittany looks very anxious to get started with this whole thing, so I'm going to let her kick it off.
Okay, so
Yes.
I want to ask you this because I have a friend that
It's always a friend.
it's always you know who that might be. She's here. But anyways, so I have a friend that's talking to a guy, right?
Yeah.
So this guy, it's not you. Stop!
I didn't say
Don't
nothing.
give it away. I'm serious.
Who's she talking to?
Well, I have a friend, right? She was talking to this guy, and so my friend and I were kind of having a discussion, I guess. And so she was saying, so this guy was dating a transgender woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was like, okay, transgender completely, like all of it, the whole thing
Shebang,
was
yeah.
the whole shebang was gone already. So
Okay.
it was a
okay.
man-made vagina.
Okay.
Okay, so
Wow.
it was man-made,
Modern
or a
science.
doctor made it. Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So,
We call him Picasso.
Oh, damn.
oh man, I heard it's really good though. It's better than actual woman stuff. I heard, but anyways.
Ooh, Vag Casso.
So okay, so then our discussion was that guy, the guy that she was talking to, had relationships with the transgender woman, right?
Yeah.
And he knew because the person was very honest and said, "Hey, I was a man before I became a woman," and he's like, "Okay, I'm fine with that."
Yeah.
And then I told my friend, I said, "I think he might be bisexual. He might like both men and women." And she's like, "No, I think he just likes women." And so we started talking about okay, so I'm gonna ask you straight
go
up.
for it.
Just gonna straight up ask you. Okay,
Just get to it. Just
I'm
go.
trying to
Rip it
be
off
very
like a Band-Aid.
political and not
Nope,
say it in
No,
a way
just
that
ask
could be
that question.
offensive. But if I come
You're right.
like the gay community, the LGBTQ, all those letters, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna ask the question.
We could be canceled.
Let's
Very next
let's
question.
say this LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, I forgot the plus. Okay, but okay, so I told her, I think he's a straight up gay. And I said, I don't think a straight man is going to have sex with a woman that used to be a man. Now, would
have
you?
seen some of these?
Well,
trans
no,
women?
mind
They
you,
are
no. This
giving,
this
honey.
transgender woman was hot. She was like not like your 8 that you were dating last time. She was. This one was a 10. Okay, hot.
See,
Now, what would you
Let
do?
him talk.
so
I will.
I think it's everyone's personal preference. I don't think it will really honestly make you gay. I think you probably are just more open. Maybe you're bi.
No, but
maybe.
what would you do? I don't care what anybody else. I want to know what would you do.
All right, it just depends. Like I met some. I'm friends with transgender people, and I one of my bestest friends is transitioned, and I love her and I support her. And not everyone that I just find attractive, I just won't fully see it. But I'll give you one example. Hunter Schafer, absolutely.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is gorgeous as hell.
Euphoria, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I hate that show, but I love her. She is absolutely goddamn stunning.
Is she
Like,
transgender?
Yeah, she's transgender in
Oh,
real life.
wow.
But
Oh,
you-
look
yeah.
at her.
Yeah, she
Gorgeous.
is.
Serving, honey, is serving.
Yeah,
Is she like full? Like, I mean,
yeah. I believe she fully. I don't know all the bits and parts, but like with her, I'll be like, I'm willing to give it a try. I don't mind anymore. So like, I guess it's like
What about a 5?
a 5.
Like you could still kind of tell it's
I guess it's like if I feel like I'm not attracted to you, or I don't feel like because I think I like like the feminine aspects, and if I feel like with her Hunter Schafer, she's
Yeah.
clearly heightened on the feminine.
I didn't
things.
know because when I was watching the show, I had no clue she was transgender. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I found that after I finished watching the show. So yeah, I didn't know about.
So let me put you in a scenario right here. Let's say
Hunter
you're
Schafer comes up to me.
And has a vag casso.
okay. So you're at a club. You are just hanging out, and you see this stunning woman who was a man at one point, and comes up to you, starts dancing with you. You start vibing with that person, and by the end of the night, you feel that there's some attraction, and you both want something more.
Yeah.
And she confesses to you, hey, I just want to let you know before we do anything that I was a man at one point and now I'm a woman. How would you react to that?
I think I'll just be like, oh. And if I still find him attractive, then I'm gonna go for it. Like I don't care.
Okay.
Like I don't get me wrong. In the process, like I never been with one who was transgender. So will I eventually be like, no, I don't really like this. It's not really for me. Yeah, maybe, but I will still try it. Like if I am not dumb enough to look at Hunter Schafer and be like, hard pass. Like hell no, absolutely. She has dropped it.
But
My
would you
God.
still identify as straight then?
I don't. I mean, like, because I consider I still see like my friend Selena. She believes that she was born in a wrong body and she was always just a female. And I'm with you on that. And I agree. So I identify her as a female. So I guess no. I think if you're okay with like your partner maybe still having the genitalia of a man, like a penis, then maybe you're a little bi. If you're just like, I can't wait to jerk that off. Like, I think, then I think you might be a little bi on that. So, but like, I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person. But like, I think, yeah, I guess it just depends on the person. And if you are like hot over heels, like you think, like, let's just pretend you didn't see the genitalia. You think she is so damn fine. And, oh, my God, I have such an amazing conversation, such an amazing time. The chemistry is, like, off the chalks. What is that going to be a deal breaker to you? And I think some men might be like, yeah, it is, because sex is very important to certain relationships, and I get that.
Right.
But I also think that some be like, fuck it, I could just, like, you could jerk me off or something. I don't know. Like,
To you, it wouldn't be a deal breaker, or it would be?
I don't think so. I still have to experience it, but I don't think so. I don't know. I have to experience it, and then I'll probably update you. But
Honestly, what it seems like it boils down to is like the hotness scale. Like 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm ready to go. 10 out of 10, vag casso. When she said 5 out of 10, you were like,
I guess like if I'm just attracted to you and you have like that, like I guess feminine aspects that I am attracted to specifically, because it's not just like where you see with Hunter Schafer, where it's just like she looks like a hot college girl, like, or something like that. It just depends. Like I'm
Move over Taylor Swift.
Oh God, no! Oh no! I don't listen. God. She's very. I could see Taylor Swift being pretty. I don't find her attractive, really.
I gotcha.
Oh,
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
okay. Can I ask? Because we have 2 males here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can I also ask Raw Dog the same question?
Sure, go ahead.
raw dog?
Oh,
I
sorry.
missed a hell of an episode.
They keep changing me from
Raw
big dog to
dog.
raw dog. I don't know what it is anymore.
You don't want to
know.
know. I was out in the window recording. It was really scary.
He was sucking on his thumb for a minute there.
Yeah. I
He
was like,
reverted back to a child.
He was trying to find his happy place.
I know. I'm so lonely. I just can't.
No. So what about you, Mr. Dog?
What about me? What?
Would you, if you were single, would you date a woman that once was a man?
I think
she's fully transformed. Everything is gone.
I think it would be very difficult for me. And I'm not gonna lie, only because I come from a totally different generation. And
Say that as you're looking at her.
as a totally different generation and everything.
Oh yeah.
So I find it difficult. But if that person never told me for at least a few months, or let's say after a couple dates and we've been intimate, and then finally says, hey, I got to tell you, I'm really a man, and da-da-da-da. And if I still have strong feelings for that person, then I may just go with it, because that took over over the way I felt about it before. But if I was at a club and it got to the point where they told me at the end of the night, hey, you know what, I was a man before, it might creep me out a little bit because it's not something I'm comfortable with. It's not within my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So it's a little different for me because I do accept it. I just don't know how I feel about
But,
it.
like,
your personal choice.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it
Yeah.
be like kind of deceiving though? Like I think I would like feel kind of like emotionally like fucked up if like I was like dating you for like weeks and weeks and weeks and you're just like, hey, by the way, I used to be a man. I'd be like, oh, we were like really connected. And that's a huge thing that you didn't tell me. I think I would probably just want to end it there just because of the lie, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, and that's the thing. That's
That
a
makes
preference.
sense.
That makes a preference because, like I said, if you told me in the very beginning of it, and I would probably be like, you know what, you're beautiful and you're great and everything. It's just I just don't know how to deal with it. But like I said, if I look at it a whole different way, if I was already dating you, let's say, I'm not saying for months and months and months, but let's say after the third date, that person feels a little bit obligated now at this point because we're getting closer. We're starting to make a connection. We're starting to do honesty would be very important. Now, if I did this after several years,
That's insane.
yeah, that would be, then I'd be like, wait, what?
I never slept with my wife. And
Or it would be sad if I look at the birth certificate and it says male on there and I'm like, what?
that's an M. Night Shyamalan. Kind
Exactly.
Of twist.
So I
Emphasis
hope.
on Shyamalan.
Well, let me ask you, ladies, something. How about a female that
Uno
became
reverse.
that became a male and and put a little appendage.
You could get the size you want.
It's like Burger King
And the color too.
and the
Maybe,
color.
I don't know.
So how would you guys feel? Let me ask you. I'm gonna start with each and every one of you. And you guys answer independently.
Do we have the time though?
Yes, we do. So I'm gonna start with Brittany. Brittany, how would you feel? You were in a club. You meet this wonderful guy, and you guys have this amazing connection. At the end of the night, he tells you, "Hey, I was a woman."
I have no problem. I slept with women before, so I don't have a problem with some women.
So you're good with that.
I'm good. It
Okay.
makes no difference.
What about you, Raquel?
Can we go to Savannah first?
Sure, Savannah.
I was trying to gather myself because I think I'm on the wrong side of TikTok. 'Cause these trans men that are in my feed, oh my.
Good looking.
Very. I mean, I'm seeing the 10 out of 10s though. If you ask me about a 5, I don't know. But yeah, it wouldn't matter to me. But I would be curious about genitalia. I would want to, I'm not educated and learned. I haven't had any firsthand experience with that. But so that'd be my curiosity.
It's fun.
I have a fun story to tell after this.
Okay. Oh.
Not to,
Okay.
I'll explain later, but continue.
Okay,
Oh,
and
that was it.
okay, and Raquel.
Thank you for allowing me to think about this because it's
Political.
actually a good question. Honestly, I've seen women that transgender women, and I think they. Am I saying that right?
You're
Yeah.
dancing around the question. Just give us the answer.
No,
That's
but
what I said. I was like, political. Thank you
know.
for allowing
Am
me
I
the
saying it
opportunity,
right, though?
everyone.
like when they're when they used to be a
transition.
woman, but then they're a man. So okay, so
Yeah.
so I see them and I'm like, oh wow, he was a woman. You're like, I can't believe it. Well, they're pretty handsome, but I think when it comes down to it, I don't think I would be able to, because for me, in order to do things, I need to have certain stuff. And if it's not there, then I can't get to where I want to be.
Strap-ons.
Okay. well, that's what I'm saying. They
But
already have the full
it has to be-
appendage.
It has to
If
be
sh-
real, though. I mean,
mean-
and it has to be attached.
I'm sure it is.
Strap-ons
No,
are
I-
strapped
I-
on.
Literally attached.
I think trans men, it's attached. It's attached.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
Some,
it's a
yeah.
Oh,
pump
yeah.
and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've
Wait,
got
whoa, whoa, whoa,
scenarios.
whoa.
I
I'm not
understand.
educated on
Not
that.
educated
okay.
on
Wait,
that
no,
too.
I'm not educated on this. What? So when they fully convert, they do have something?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know it sounds dumb. Not dumb. Like maybe weird. I really want to see it though. I want it like I want to Google
Curiosity?
Yeah, curiosity. I'm just very
Go to-
not in a sexual way.
Go
Just
to your
be like,
porn
I'm
star.
very-
Go to your Pornhub or XXX thing. I'm sure.
I want to get educated on
And
this.
then my question,
Okay.
and then my question would be then, are they able to orgasm?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The only
That's a good
question is if I'm able to orgasm.
Yeah, at that point.
Well, that's a I would but are they able to? I mean, can we look it up?
We can do that on the next episode.
Oh man.
But
Okay.
Okay, so then that's my
Okay.
response.
Okay, well that's amazing. I really enjoy that. Everybody has their own opinions, and everybody has every right to feel the way they feel, whether they were raised a certain way or act in a certain way or just have certain biases. It's your right.
just don't be an asshole.
Wait,
Yeah,
Mr.
exactly.
Kevin had an antidote or something that he wanted
Oh,
to say.
go ahead. Tell us the story.
I just always found it funny that, and I usually always fall in love with girls who either were a lesbian or later on just like transitioned. And my most famous one for me was I was in love with Elliot Page now, but when she was Ellen Page, not Ellen. Am I saying it right? From Juno.
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
She was a pretty girl.
I was in love with her, And then, like, I was just, oh my God, I can't wait to become famous. And, like, I'm going to duck her. Then when she transitioned, I was just like, I always go after people who just are not for me. Like, they don't like me.
Wow, that's harsh.
Pobrecito.
I was in high school when it happened, so I just was just like, I need to reevaluate my whole life. Maybe I got to try to go different type because I apparently like lesbians or people who are not in for me.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, man. I'm telling you.
He's a cute boy now. Or she's a cute. Well, yeah.
He's good looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's good looking. So
I just love that you counted that amongst your loves. He's like, I always fall in love with.
Oh wait, to be fair though, one girl in high school I dated. I thought she was so cool, like punk rock, and then we I think the next day she was like, oh, I'm dating a girl. I forgot. I'm just like, I'm really into girls and all that. And I was like, fuck, another one that's like secretly a lesbian. Fuck me. And then the senior year she got pregnant by a guy. So I was like, well, fuck me. I guess I'm not. I was just the wrong one, I guess.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
So can I? I'm gonna change
Misery.
topics just for a quick second. I want to just ask you a few questions. When was the last relationship you were in?
Me?
Yeah.
In 2021 to 2022.
Okay. How old were you?
To carry the 7 divided by 3. I was 24 to 25.
Okay.
Actually, no. 23 to 25.
So let me ask you: how did you meet this girl? How did you feel about her in the beginning, and how did it all end?
We really just connected like hardcore. We the first date was just really, really fun. We like ate at a restaurant and we were just vibing and vibing. I kind of was just like over dating because I felt like, I don't know if you guys ever done this as well, but like I felt like I had to put on a presentation. Like I was, especially with my anxiety, like I was just like, all right, I gotta, be cool like Jim Halpert from The Office and like, think of the funny things that Jim Carrey will say. Like I'll just like have this made up shit that I feel like I know what you're gonna like, I know what you want to hear and all that. And I just was just like, especially at that time, I was like, I'm just fucking sick of this. Like I'm not me anymore.
Wow.
So I just like, in the beginning, I had the Jim Halpert kind of goofy, but like after that, I just was just myself, and she really liked that, and we just vibed, and the date ended, and I called her. I was like, "Hey, I'm really having a great time. You want to just go get ice cream?" And we just went to go get ice cream and walked
cool.
around, and we hung out every single day. We just like vibed on like goofiness and everything, and I love her to death. Like even like, and the reason why we like broke off is because our lives were going. I was going this way, and she's going that way. So just like, unfortunately, just wouldn't work out. Especially like, she's ready to stay here. I'm like moving and stuff. So it just unfortunately just didn't work out. But like, we still love each other. We still are friends. We still talk to each other. It just was just like an unfortunate situation where we're just not.
I love
work out.
that you said you vibed on goofiness.
Yeah,
that is such a cute thing.
She's still the person that can make me laugh like in a
that.
second.
Aww.
So do you think that? So let me ask you this: would if
That's so important to me. Sorry, go ahead.
if there was an opportunity for that person to come back in your life in a relationship kind of way, would you accept it, or would you rather keep it the way it is now?
No, I'll accept it. Yeah, I think because I think love is like strong. Like if you could work things out no matter what where you are at, I fully understand. If you're just like, no, I kind of like where we're at now and being friends. Like I totally respect it, but I have like let's just say abandonment issues
Right.
where I still like hold on to
Right.
the love. Don't get
Okay.
me wrong, I mature and grow and change, but like if I will never be one to say, hey, let's give it another shot and be like, fuck no. I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'm down. Even if I'm a little hesitant, because even on the parts where I even was like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do this, I ended up being totally proven wrong. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did this. Like, this was so great. Like, don't get me wrong, I given some chance to one of my friends who I stopped being friends with because he became like very like a toxic, like Andrew Tate follower kind of guy. And like after a year of not talking to him, I was like, maybe he changed. No. And
anyone that follows Andrew Tate is just not good.
I know, trust me.
No.
I hate him. But like, it's just, so I always have the standard of, I'm not going to live with the fantasy of who I remember you as, but I'm down to continue and let's see if we still have something that's very special. And if we don't, it was great that we broke up and maybe we could still be something like loving in a different way.
So
that is so beautiful. I'm the complete opposite. If we didn't work, bye, bitch. Like, you are in the rear view. I don't even remember you. When you call me, I don't know who it is because the number's been deleted.
I'm such a bitch, but like I would, because I would seriously like if it was like me and you, I would sincerely just be like, I want to make sure that we are okay and we could be. I will totally understand if you're just like, I need the block, but I'll be like, fuck. Like, I would just be sad about it 100%. So, I will need to know that we're okay.
That is the difference between their generation and our generation. You know, they want to make sure that you're okay and I'm okay. Where our generation or my generation's like, it's over. Deuces, bitch, I'm out.
I also did fully admit I have detachment issues, so maybe that also helps.
Okay, that makes sense.
Abandonment issue, sorry.
So let me ask you. So you said you would go back to this person. You feel that everything would work out. Why break up then?
Well, I didn't say I feel everything will work out. I said I would still like to. It's just like
different ways.
Yeah, it just life hit different paths. Like I was going 75th, she was going 51st. Like it was different kind of ways, and it's unfortunate, and don't get me wrong, there's arguments and stuff like that that we just didn't mash and really work on, which we promised we'll get better on, but it wasn't until like we started being friends we kind of were working on it. But I just think if, I don't know, for me, I feel like if you really, really like loved somebody and they could show promise of like even wanting to be in your life still, I say it's always beautiful enough to hold on to it and to really try. Because I've lost like too many things in my life, whether it just be people or just like other stupid arguments or even death, where I just was like, I rather, if it's going to naturally die where we're both on the mental same page where I just can't handle this anymore or just was toxic, then sure, yeah. But like if there was like, hey man, I still love you, and you reach out to me, you're like, hey, I still love you too. Like, I miss you. I hope you didn't do it. I'm not going to, like, deny that.
Okay. I feel like this is young people talk for like, I hit that shit, but I don't know if it could really result in anything.
Okay, but like,
I feel like
that's the difference. You say, I hit that shit, but I'm not thinking I hit that shit. I'm thinking of that beautiful girl named, I don't know, Gary.
Gary.
I can't think of a girl's name.
Beautiful. If her name is Gary, she's not beautiful.
A girl named Samantha. Let's just go with that.
I love that.
Like, if I fell in love with a girl named Samantha, then I'll just be like, okay, heck yeah. But I'm not thinking of yeah, I hit that girl. I'm thinking of Samantha. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, like you're like genuinely saying like
there's not just a fluster. It's just like I really actually care about this person. They helped me so much. If it was just like a hit and quit it, we'll talk later. Like I definitely would be like, no, I'm okay. That was a fun experience. Maybe we could chat on Instagram and be like, how's your life? I have 3 kids. Damn. And move on.
All right. Well, that is totally something to think about for sure, everybody. That is totally something to think about. So we are getting close to the end of the show. Would you continue for one more episode, Mr. Z?
Yeah, I don't care.
I have a question, but yeah, we can continue next episode.
Okay. So what is your question? We still got a few minutes. We got a few seconds.
No, I mean, because it's obvious that you love talking, and we really like that about you. My question was regarding you and family.
Yeah.
Meaning your dad, your mom, and with dating and everything. Do they put any pressure on you?
Yeah. I tell them nothing to my dating life. Almost
Smart move.
like literally when I first broke up with my girlfriend at the time, they didn't know till like 9 months later.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I just
after the baby was born. 9 months later. That's
that's how it is.
That's an odd choice.
it was just like, no, because it was just like finally I think it's time to talk about it. Like I think it's fine. They keep mentioning it every fucking week. Like oh, how's your ex? I'm just like, oh, well, actually.
As a matter of fact, let me tell you.
Funny story.
She died.
Oh damn! No.
No.
Remember that song by Train where she died and got eaten by a shark and everything? Yeah.
That's a cute song. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I
Oh.
usually just I like sticking to myself because my parents are heavy helicopter parents, and they will tie into where are you doing, what are you going, what's going on, who are you with? Oh my god, I hate that person. Why do you hate that person? Because they put delusional mindset of what they think of that person. I'm just like, I need to breathe. Like it's just it's overbearing.
Well, that's what happens.
Like 100%. If I get married, I know they're gonna want to get deep involved, like what they
God.
do.
Good luck
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
I'm
All right.
literally going to be like, I got married in court like 3 months ago. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah.
That's what happened.
That is. I
That's
love
just me,
that.
though.
That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for answering that question. I was just
course.
curious.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for another wonderful episode of Dating Dies with Raquel and Brittany.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we'll see you next week. Thank you for joining us, and once again, thank you, all of Europe. We got UK out there. We got Canada out there listening. We also have Japan. We
Ecuador.
we have somebody in Finland listening to
Oh,
us.
Norway.
Shout out Finland.
We appreciate you guys, and we
Australia.
hope that we continue to make you enjoy these stories, and we want to keep bringing them to you. Please drop a note, hit a like, subscribe,
Please.
and let us know what we can do to make this even better for y'all. Thank you, and have a good night.
We love you,
viewer.
Paris.
Bye.